Hello, everybody. This is Matthew Brand. Welcome to the Man Creek Podcast. And today I smoked a Stillwell Star English number 27. Now, this cigar I was very excited for. It was very interesting to me. It said it was smooth, but had a dark wrapper, something I like. And then I love the band on it. And then they told me that it was laced with pipe tobacco. Man, that was sold. I had to find it. I checked several stores for it. Finally nailed it down. Went, picked it up, and I smoked it. It was very interesting. That's the number one thing I can say. Now it's in the $15 range to me. It might have been a little bit under. Some places might be right at the $15. Some places might be a little bit over, depending on how much your store likes to rip you off. Now, as far as was it worth the price, I actually will definitely say the best way I could put it is it was priced accordingly, if that makes any sense. Like, I didn't feel any lack of quality smoking this cigar. It felt like it was worth every penny as far as the construction goes, the burn went, the aroma, the taste. It felt on par. Now, that doesn't mean just because it's, priced accordingly that I cared for it. I did care for it, actually. I liked the cigar, even though it had a very smoky campfire fire cure smell when I first took it out of the cellophane. That dissipated quite quickly. And I thought maybe I was getting used to that, but it seemed like I checked other reviews to see what they thought about it. And one person I do listen to sometimes is Cigar Obsession. And even though I think he leans a lot of times more on the positive side, he did say he didn't get more of a, what would you call it? He didn't get an aroma from it initially. And I had to strongly kind of disagree with that. But once again, I said it dissipated not far after I opened the cellophane. I thought perhaps maybe my nose had just gotten used to it, but maybe that's just what it does. Like it has a strong scent in the box or in the cellophane, but it dissipates fast. Because when I smoke a fire cure cigar, I really taste that infusion. When I smoke this cigar, it had a strong earthy taste of maybe black tea, high quality English breakfast that I used to drink a lot at fine dining restaurants and stuff like that. Working at them, not not patroning them. Even though I did patron some, when I was younger and had a lot of money to blow, I don't think I ordered tea, and this tea was really good tea. Now, that's what it reminds me of. The high, I mean, not just English breakfast tea, not just black tea, but the highest quality. And kind of left that mouthfeel in my mouth as well. Now, smoking it more, I noticed it had a very consistent, not very changing much flavor on it. The last third got a little hotter, and I think that's just kind of how, the final third can do. It was a little hotter, so it got, I don't want to say a bad taste, but a stronger taste. It got a little strength to it that the rest of the cigar didn't have. And it was a very slow smoking cigar. Maybe that was just, it seemed like it was me, but I felt like I was smoking that for one quarter of my day. It was a slow smoking cigar, and I smoke with a whole, I use a full cut on my cigars, not a V cut. So it was pretty solid. Also, the $15 mark, kind of donates a little bit on the special occasion cigar. And this is where my qualm is, right? I don't know when I would smoke this cigar. Now, if I had a lot of money, I think this would be a perfect breakfast cigar, right? English breakfast, that black tea. A lot of people like it with their breakfast sometimes. They're having a morning meal, want some time to themselves, read the paper. It seems perfect for that, right? Perfect for that. And that is called the English, so I can probably see that. I know a lot of people like to sit down, have their, time to themselves and, imagine like an English gentleman, the stuff, that kind of stuff in the morning, right? Relaxing in your, business suit before work or whatever, and you've got the money. Yeah, it really seems like a good, or you're at a hotel, continental breakfast, special occasion, you're not out very much. That's the type I see myself smoking the Stillwell. Or the English Stillwell, at least. I haven't smoked the other ones yet. I'm very excited to try them. But for me personally, I don't find myself in those positions, right? I don't find myself spending $15 on a cigar for breakfast unnecessarily. Maybe if I was on a very special occasion, I would pick this up again. But as a person who likes to try new things, I don't see myself going back to this cigar very often. Not a bad one, worth the price, worth the money, but those are the occasions I can see myself smoking it, and I don't find myself in those occasions very often. And that's the only knock I can really give it, just because of the price point. If it was a $7 cigar, oh man, I'd be all over it. But of course, it's worth more than $7. It tastes like it's worth more than that, and I understand where it comes from. So I'm not mad at the price. I don't think it's overpriced. I think I got mine for maybe around $13, $14. Let's just say 14. I really enjoyed it for $14. I did not feel ripped off. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel like I didn't get my money's worth. I just don't know what occasion I would commonly come back and buy this for. With the fire cured cigars, I'd not buy them for a barbecue. Like, okay, I think I'm going to be making barbecue or having barbecue today or going to a cookout. That's something I will want that type of cigar for. And I find myself in those occasions more often. Now, the quality wise, is it up to par with this Stillwell? No. But, and I mean, that's not a knock against Drew Estate. I like Drew Estate. I would say I smoke those cigars a lot. But when it comes to those cigars, they're a lot cheaper. Probably half the price almost of the Stillwell Star. And I find myself in those occasions more often. That's just what I'm trying to say. Now, I wouldn't be mad if somebody gave me this as a present. I wouldn't, I don't know how to explain it. I wouldn't tell somebody not to purchase it, but it's an interesting flavor. And I think the only thing I could really also say before I wrap this up is it says it's laced with pipe tobacco. I'm someone who actually likes pipes. I do smoke a pipe. I have smoked finer quality pipe tobacco from a tobacconist. Is that how you say it? They sometimes have some really, really good quality ones. And this perhaps is one of those good quality pipe tobaccos. And I can definitely taste that it has some type of something in there, but it's definitely a cigar first. I wouldn't smoke this thinking that you're primarily going to be getting this huge burst of pipe tobacco in there. It's mainly a cigar, and the pipe tobacco just gives that uniqueness to it. It gives a bit of uniqueness to it, but that's about it. Nothing's wrong with it. It just makes it feel a little bit more aromatic. Honestly, I felt like the upsetters that I smoked, which may be flavored or infused or something, had a lot more. I wasn't expecting the upsetters to be flavored or infused. That got me. But it got me in a pleasant way. The one that I would say didn't get me in a pleasant way was was it acid? No, maybe, yeah. I know acid didn't get me in a pleasant way, but I might have already known it was flavored. Which one did I smoke? Oh, it was the La Rutan, which is natural backwards. I think both of those are flavored. There's a Larutan and I think there's a natural by Drew Estate. I didn't know it was flavored when I smoked it, and when I lit it up, I was like, "Oh, wow!" I was not expecting that. I think something Isla de Sol. I might be saying that wrong. That also I wasn't. I think I didn't know it was flavored. So sometimes I get that. I pick up a cigar. I like trying new things. I smoke something. I'm like, "Oh wow!" Didn't notice that. This, unless you told me it was laced with pipe tobacco, I would have just thought that it was a very interesting scent and taste to it. The scent, I would have just been like, okay, he just uses really aromatic tobacco. So much more on the natural, smooth side when it comes to infused or flavored or anything, if you can even call it that. Just tastes like a really fine, high quality cigar. But that's my wrap up. You let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll talk to you later.